Another day, another update on XRP. Thank you for all the love, to each and every one of you guys that watches my videos, that shows so much support. Like, it means the world to me. Again, continue supporting, and you guys are going to see the continuation of these updates. But let's take a look at as of October 30th, what's really going on with the price of XRP right now. Again, if we're looking across the board, we're actually seeing majority of the market seeing a little bit of a minor pullback at this point. If you did watch my H bar update, you guys should know what's going on. If not, no problem. We are going to go into detail. So again, the broader market seeing a little bit of a retracement as we could see across the board. XRP price down 3.5%, with the price currently sitting at $2.56. Also down 1% on the Bitcoin side of things, with the valuation at $153.2 billion dollars, and the 24-hour trading volume at $5.5 billion dollars. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So starting off with this, the feds have finally cut the interest rate by 25 BPS. And again, as we were going into October 29th, we were expecting that, and that did end up happening. So again, not a big surprise to a lot of people. Like I said, this was pretty much set in stone. If you were looking at the probability, it was really high that, we would see this rate cut, and it did end up happening. So, great to see, of course. But there are other factors that we need to be looking closely to, which again is this right here, the biggest one. So as we know today, President Trump and the Chinese president are going to be meeting, face to face, and that is obviously what everyone wants to know, how this meeting is going to go. Is this going to have an impact on crypto? And everyone's, I think, anticipating how this meeting is going to. So next few hours are going to be very important. We'll see what happens. Again, if you're looking at Bitcoin, even after the rate cut, Bitcoin has seen a retracement. Again, sell the news event, of course, because Bitcoin did come up to 106, almost $117,000 just a few days back. So again, your Bitcoin was pricing itself, getting into the FOMC meeting, of course. But now that that is out of the way, we did see a little bit of a minor pullback. But again, I think, like I said, we really want to see how this meeting goes, and then we'll see how a Friday plays out. Because again, Friday is going to be the monthly candle close for Bitcoin. So that is what everyone is going to be paying attention to. But take a look at this. Bitcoin is undervalued against S&P 500, gold, and global liquidity, according to Quinton. And again, you can see the charts for itself. Look what Kelly says. S&P 500 running Bitcoin flat. Is this a catch-up trade or correlation to remain disjointed for time being? Again, take a look more on the gold aspect. Gold reached an all-time high, and gold has been on this downwards trajectory. Where is that capital going? Is it just going within the traditional markets right now, or is it going to start flowing into crypto as well? I think crypto is going to start the next wave. We saw a little bit of a hint of that, as you can see for yourself. November is coming. Again, a lot of people have good hopes for the month of November. And obviously that is what we want to be looking out for. I think, the remainder of the year would be positive, again, in my own personal opinion. But again, we got to take it step by step. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But I am excited, as we are going into November, though. But take a look at this. You know what Nate says? The XRP army, will go crazy on, the buying spree of ETF, says Matt Hogan. Says spot XRP ETF will easily become a $1 billion fund within, the first few months. Flows will dramatically exceed what people are expecting. And this excites me so much. And you guys are probably wondering, what is exciting you? Look at this, guys. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Solana ETF day two, $72 million in inflows. That is insane. Sorry, not in inflows. Day two volume of 72 million, which is amazing. And again, even the inflow numbers were crazy. I was looking at it. I just cannot, remember exactly, what number that was. But look at this. And this just excites me more and more, for the XRP ETF to go. And I just want to see how the numbers, come out. I think a lot of people are underestimating, the power of, the ETF going live for XRP. Again, one of the strongest communities in crypto, as we know. And I think, it's really going to show once the ETF goes live, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts down below. But again, as we are obviously ending October, crazy to think that, we're already so far into the year of 2025. Again, Ripple Swell event is coming up next month in New York City, obviously from November 4th to 5th. And you can see, the world financial elites are heading to NYC for the Ripple Swell event. Over 700 of the world's most influential voices, including leaders from NASDAQ, BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Global Policy, will all be there for this 2-day gathering. Very, very interesting stuff, of course. But let's keep moving forward. So you can see on the panel with Bitcoin Maxis at the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, Brad Gerlinghouse says, predicts that crypto's next 16 years will emphasize real world application over speculation and a store of value story. So he's pretty much emphasizing that, the next 16 years are going to look better than, the previous 16 years because, we have still not entered the phase where mass adoption is there. We're just entering that phase. And he's pretty much saying that, people are really going to understand, the beauty of blockchain technology. So again, in a grand scheme of things, saying, it's still in the very early stages. Again, let me know your thoughts down below in regards to that. But let's take a look at the price. As far as the price is concerned, look at the dominance. Dominance was sitting literally at 60% last night. We came down to 59.45%, picked up a little bit. Again, you shouldn't really be surprised at the fact that we did see a little bit of a bounce for the dominance because, of course, Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a minor pullback, which, of course, is the main reason. Again, I think once the meeting is over, we're really going to see how the market reacts to that. But if you're looking at XRP right now, let's take a look at XRP's price on the hourly time frame. So, of course, XRP price is going to see a retracement as well. Obviously, we got rejected at the $2.70, a level we've been speaking about for a while now. And again, at this point, you guys should be well aware as to how important that level really is for the price to break above. And as of now, we have been having a hard time breaking out of there. We did come down to $2.48 when the price of Bitcoin did wick down to 109. I'm sorry, $107,000. But we were able to reclaim back up to this $2.55. Pretty much holding above the $2.55 support line. Remember, we talked about this as we were breaking towards the upside. Now that is playing as a support for us. So again, not bad. Again, I would love to see a big miracle happening, and again, that would be for the price to get back in the 23.6. It's a 12% move. Again, a lot can still end up happening in the next 24 hours. I'm sorry, 48. Wait, 24 and. Wait, what am I saying, guys? 48 hours, almost. A lot can still end up happening, but even if we don't get into the 23.6, we want to see a close above $2.70. I think that would be amazing to see. But again, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all of this. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace.